how to take a person from interested in your content to purchasing your product or service. Social media funnel for generation of revenue. This is what I'm gonna go over the next couple of minutes. Number one step, this is step number one, posting. You know, sometimes, believe it or not, that's the thing that people just don't ever start doing. Everybody knows that social media has potential. Everybody believes that it has the audience that can actually buy products and services, but they just don't get started with the simple step of posting. There are tools today like ChatGPT, AI tools, many of them, that if you simply talk to these tools about what you know very well, what is your superpower, what is your skill, what are you good at, it will give you a lot of ideas about what to talk to help people handle their problems. And by doing so, you get attention. So posting, if you do this consistently, eventually you will be able to find the right people. Number two, boosting. This word has been around for a long time in the social media game. Facebook was the one that came up with it. You had the ability to post something, and then there was this beautiful, cute little blue button at the bottom right of every single post when you were the manager of that page that said boost. And if you press that button, they would actually give you an opportunity to answer a few questions about your audience, the demographic, who are you trying to target, and so on. And then you can give them a budget and you can actually put that post in front of more people. Is it valuable to just boost everything that you post? Absolutely not. And I'm going to tell you what that funnel looks like in this video, because a lot of the content that you post, nobody cares about it. That's the reality. But the ones that you post that actually create an impact, that's where the magic really is. You can get that content and get it in front of more people because the platform is going to tell you what's working and what's not. And you should pay attention to that, and you should listen to what the algorithm tells you. And then you want to do audience building. So number one, you post. You got to get posting routines in place. For my company, NaturalSlim, in the USA, this is a 9-figure brand internationally. In this company, we post 3,000 times a month. And I don't pay a single penny to post that. I just post it. Now, do I advertise 3,000 pieces of content? Absolutely not. I only advertise a few of those pieces of content to get even more attention and more distribution. But I get a lot of data back as to what's working and what's not working because I post in large quantities. So number one, you gotta post. Number two, you gotta boost some of that content. I'm gonna give you some specifics of that in a second. Number three, from that content that you're boosting and for that content that you're posting, you're gonna audience build. You're gonna start accumulating what I call buckets of audiences. And these buckets could be very varied. Like I actually have done this several times. Every single one of these buckets could be a different person. For example, if somebody watches 3 seconds of one of your videos and that's it, you know that Facebook, Meta, TikTok, Instagram, they call that a view? Well, is that person qualified? Maybe not as qualified as somebody that watched 2 minutes of your video. So that's a different bucket. How about somebody that watched 5 minutes of a whole video? That's a different bucket. How about somebody that commented on your post and engaged? That is a different bucket. So you start building these buckets of people as you start posting content. The more those people consume, the more valuable that bucket is going to be because you're actually building an audience that is going to potentially buy your products and services. One thing that I have had as a policy in my company for many, many years and the brands that I manage, I don't sell to strangers. I sell to people that I have had the privilege and the honor of giving them value. And by doing so, I get them to feel that they should give back to me. But I don't do so unless I give them an enormous amount of value first. And this is a path for doing exactly that. So number one, post. Number two, boost. Number three, audience build. And last but not least, most importantly, because if there's one thing that we know all businesses need to survive, we need cash, right? It is the oxygen. If I don't make an offer, they're not gonna give me their wallets. They're not gonna open up their most important and private information. They're not gonna give me access to their bank account so I can give them what I know I can do for them, the exchange that I can deliver with my services or with my products. So the offer has to be made. But this offer is enormously more powerful when you put people through this exact funnel. To show you a little bit of how this works exactly. So we have a brand that has 40-something million followers, and we distribute content across all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, podcasts, you name it. By the way, everything that I'm teaching you right now, even though I'm showing you right now Meta, which is Facebook, the same rules are applicable on all other social media platforms. So here's what the business manager looks, by the way. And you can access this by going to business.facebook.com or business.meta.com, just like you can access it by Googling Business Manager on Facebook or TikTok Ads Manager. And if you don't know how to set it up, you know what you can do? You can ask ChatGPT, or you can leave a comment right here. I'm happy to respond to you and give you additional value based on whatever you're trying to implement along the way. But here's what we do. We publish content. This is an example of what we do. So when we go to the business suite, there's a section called post that gives me over here, and this side over here, I can click on that and I'm able to see what I'm posting on social media. So what I do is that I go to the business manager almost every day and I look at post type. I can go and look at right here, for example, reels, or I can look at photos or videos. In this case, let's do reels. This is Facebook and Instagram. And here's something very important. When I go over here to this filter here, I want to select marketing channels and I want to select organic. Why? Because organic is where the survey is happening. Paid is not really fair, right? You're putting money to play. I'm talking about organic, meaning that you don't have to give it any money. You're just posting it out there. And based on that, Facebook and Instagram is going to give you more reach, or is going to keep it small. As you can probably experience yourself, you have some videos that get thousands of views and some of them that get nothing, right? Why is that? It's just based on like or dislike. So check this out. So I go over here and I survey that, and based on this, I can go and look right now at which ones. Look, this one got 600 views. This one got 2,000. This one got 900. Oh, wait a second. This one got 5,000. This one over here got 4,000. There must be something special about that video, because organically it got 8 times, 10 times, or even more than what some of the other pieces of content we're doing. So that is my number one step in selecting what content to boost out there. So there's a button over here that says what? Boost. All I gotta do is click on that a couple times, press a few buttons, select the budget that I want to put behind it, and select the audience that I want to target, in what country, what city, what do I want to do this for, how long do I want to do this for, and so on. And then boom, it gets boosted. It gets introduced to more people. So as I'm doing that, what am I doing? I'm building a bigger audience of people. And I'm using the survey technology, which is extremely powerful to run a business, to find out what content to put more energy behind and what content to leave alone. Why am I going to boost something that almost nobody saw? When Facebook is telling me, listen, your content was trash, so I'm not gonna show it to more people because I'm bothering them. So I'm gonna leave it alone. Now, this other content was pretty good, so let me just go ahead and give you more attention there, but this one, it wasn't good. I recommend that you get back to the drawing board. So you see, they're giving you data. They're being your partner. And you know what's the beautiful thing? All the other platforms work exactly the same way. And you know what you do afterwards? You start building audiences of people. In the same business manager, same thing with TikTok, same thing with Google and YouTube. You actually go and build an audience, and you can create an audience of people that are consuming your content and they're viewing your videos, for example, Instagram account, or people that are watching videos, you name it. You select those videos And then that audience becomes the people that you actually put an offer in front. And if you do this right, you'll start building an incredible business.